So let's start off looking back at Tuesday. From your side of things, how disappointing a night was it?
Very disappointing, to be honest. Kind of over the course of the last 6 or 7 games as a team, I think that we've probably conceded way too many chances over the course of a 90-minute game. And Tuesday night was probably the first game where an opposition's really punished from the off, and thoroughly disappointing. I don't want to say it's been coming because in other games up to that point we have ground out results and we've been quite resilient as a defence. Although the chances have been created, they've either been saved or defenders have made blocks or vital headers at the last second. And Tuesday night, obviously, that wasn't part of it. And very disappointing to go there and put on such a lacklustre display defensively, really.
Obviously, conceding goals isn't purely down to the goalkeeper. The whole team, obviously, as well as the defence, is responsible for that. But as a keeper, how much pride do you take in trying to get a clean sheet?
A lot. I think we kept 7 up to this point in the season. We didn't keep enough clean sheets last season. That was one of the big problems that we had. And I think it's just about taking Tuesday night into consideration from this point onwards and showing up defensively, whether that's at the back end of midfield, whether that's the press from the front, whether that's just defenders taking a little bit more responsibility defensively, and like I said, putting bodies on the line and just realistically thinking about the clean sheet being the most important thing and building from there. And if that's going to be a foundation, then we're going to have a good chance of, if you look at Salford last season, winning games 1-0, and that's how we end up at the top end of the table. And until we do that, we're not going to get up there.
I think it might be the first time we've spoken to you since Sam Collins came in as manager. Firstly, in general terms, how's that working with you?
I knew Sam from Hartlepool. He was assistant manager at Hartlepool for the first season that I was there. I know Stuart Parnaby because he was a player at when I first went to the club, and then after that he became involved in the coaching side again with the fitness and the conditioning. So I've got a relationship with them from the off, and I know how they want to do things. I think it was evident that they wanted to change the style of play from the Brackley game being the first game, trying to play a little bit more football, and maybe the last few games we've gone away from that a little bit, and I think that we've got caught up a little bit too much in trying to be a little bit too expansive, and I think that's really kind of came back on with defensively. So as a group of players as a whole, we've got to take that on board from now, and it's got to be better.
He's not afraid of changing things around either, is he, Sam, as a manager? Again, from your side of things, how much of an impact has it got on a goalkeeper? I
don't think it changes too much just because the formation changes or the personnel changes. From my point of view, going back to the earlier part of the interview, I just want to keep a clean sheet. So whether it's Tom Allen out there, whether it's Hamza out there, Danny Pars, or whoever it might be at the back, I've got expectations of them and I've got standards that I want them to hold themselves to, and they can look back at me and think the same. And going back to Tuesday night, it wasn't there from anybody across the defensive line, including myself. So you take it on the chin, you brush yourself down. We've trained as we have this week, and there's got to be a response from tomorrow. Otherwise, we're going to be in a not a very good position at all.
And another big test for you tomorrow, isn't it? Bradford Park Avenue going well this year?
They are going well, yeah. Obviously finished in the playoff positions last season, and they've built on that again. Solid team. We've seen a few clips on them, and obviously there's been reports on them and what have you. But good run of form, good side. It's going to be another tough game. I think they've got 3 players across their front 4 that have been scoring goals this season or a general threat. So it's going to be a big test for us defensively. So hopefully what we've worked on from Tuesday night into now is going to be more evident tomorrow, because it simply has to be, because if it's not, we're going to be in for a very, very tough 90 minutes.